And so we all passed out on the floor after getting drunk. And I don't remember anything that happened at all. After that, anyway. I seriously couldn't remember, but at least I was in bed with my clothes on. Same clothes I've been wearing. What the fuck is this? Have I not noticed this before? What the fuck? What? No, wait a minute. Is this the what? Is this that thing that shows up when you've like read something before? Because I haven't read any of this and it's showing up. Ah, damn it. What the fuck, Blizzard? That's fine. Oh, he's our little friend now. A little relieved, I tried to sit up, but someone grabbed my hand and pulled me back under the covers. Whoa! Uh, this is gonna get a little Monka TOS. Help! Of course, she's naked, or at least topless, because fucking Alice. Club Prez! Peering out of the blanking and the clinging and the gliding to me and clinging to me was Club Prez. It was good that I still had my clothes on. But since Club Prez was hiding under the blanket and clinging to me, I couldn't help feeling her softness over my whole body. Yup, this is definitely gonna end with a Monka TOS. What are you doing? Ha! God damn it. Oh, hey, no, our friend! Alice? I moved my head and looked around the room. It was a minor disaster. Moonlight streamed in from the open curtains. It was just like that night in the forest, even though that dream was over. No, stop. Stop! I collected my senses before my mind wandered to darker thoughts and looked around the room again. It really was a disaster. I didn't know who took them out, but blankets and other bedding items were strewn all over the place. The heater was also on, so it wasn't cold. Saki and Hirasaka were sleeping with their backs against the sofa, between the sofa and the bed. Alice was lying face down, and she was missing a sock for some reason. What happened? Alice is sleeping right there. As I said this quietly, my eyes slowly adjusted to the dark, and I came to realize that Club Prez's clothes were in fact quite a mess. In fact, she didn't seem to be wearing anything above the waist. When I looked down in an attempt to avert my eyes, I noticed that Alice had something in her hand. Judging from its size, it seemed to be Club Prez's bra. Oh yeah, she's quite awful, actually. What? Excuse me? What do you think you are doing? I guess I'll just continue. The face zoom in. And yeah, damn, she is also practically nude. Seemingly relieved to know that Alice was asleep, Club Prez sat up a little through the darkness of the blankets, and her arms kept... Oh, wait, what the fuck? Through the darkness of the blankets, and her arms kept her nipples out of my line of sight. Having her pressed against me like this made her already large breasts seem even bigger. So she must have either not noticed or cared, because as she fixed her hair, she glanced at Alice. Oh, nipple sighting confirmed. Also, God, I can't even go that. She noticed where I was looking and realized how she was dressed. After a brief pause, she quickly pressed down against me again. Oh! Wait, that just was an accident, so it couldn't be helped, right? Her face was red. How you like the face zoom in? I'm gonna try and face zoom in precisely so that you can see. You can still see her text box. Her face was red. She buried it in my neck. I don't know if it was because of the alcohol or what, but Club Prez's body was really warm, and her perfume was very noticeable. Ah, not good. This was bad. Actually, it was impossible. My self-control and willpower instantly went out the window as I started to pitch a tent in my pants. Uh-huh. We have more pressing matters. as in things pressing again. Apparently, she didn't think this would happen with me either, since she just looked away and sighed. In doing so, her breasts squished against me even more, and caused me to focus on them even more. They were super soft. Almost involuntarily, I touched one of the breasts being squashed against me. Oh! Nothing. Sorry, it was a momentary lapse in judgment. Claprez grabbed my arm, but because she had to sit up doing so, I could make out her chest clearly, right down to her cleavage. Claprez looked more annoyed than angry, but I didn't let my guard down. Right? She gave me a slight glare. If you move too much, I could see your nips. And I've already seen them before, too, in the dream. Wait, this is a dream. Ah! I did want to, but that wasn't the point. Claprez looked like she didn't know what to say either. With her pressed up against me like this, I couldn't see as much, but I could feel her softness. There was a slightly hard sensation from my chest to my stomach. Judging from the position, there was no mistaking it. Oh god, not good. When I thought that Claprez knit her brows. Oh boy. Yeah, well, far from a little more. It's been like this for a while, and hey! From below my waist, Claprez started to... Oh. You already know. See, now that's a cutaway. See, that's a good part. Why is she doing this? You already know, though. You already know why. Okay, we diffused the situation. It's fine. Nothing happened. I just assumed something would happen. We didn't miss it. It's fine. Hey, our friend's back. I kissed her without thinking. Oh. I was telling her how I would attack her and, all this stuff, and we diffused the situation. It's fine. Claprez blinked and looked at me. For you to do so much and then expect me to do nothing? Whew. Give me a break. I realized I misunderstood and had been too hasty, but unable to say how sorry, I looked away. She said playfully as she clung to me. I knew that if we did anything more than the last of my self-control would go flying out the window. So I hugged her as though I was afraid of touching her. I don't want to tell Saki anything. Oh, okay, we're good. No, friend, why? Claprez whispered in my ear and then went to sleep. Oh! I had more emotions swirling in me than I could deal with, but I had nowhere to channel them. I heaved a heavy sigh and closed my eyes. Just channel them and sleep. My head, still dizzy with alcohol and excitement, easily gave way to the sleepiness I was feeling. Man, I always thought that was going to go way worse than it actually did. Oh god, where am I? Why is my... I'm sorry? Please, man, I can't tell if this is a face zooming or not. What's going on? Oh my god, what is this music? Hold the phone. We're doing something crazy town right now. Settings, I think. And then you go over here. No. Where is it? Where is the thing that you do for things? Here it is. Boom. Boom. Ha! No face zooming for you, you losers. Oh, wait, no, it is still a face zooming. God damn it. Even though it had been agonizing, I managed to fall asleep without doing something wrong. It's probably thanks to the fact that I was weak to the alcohol, so I had come to this room as usual, or So I thought. I couldn't remember why this was happening. I remember talking to someone, but was that a memory from before I fell asleep? At any rate, the next thing I knew, I was tied to a chair. And no, this wasn't my usual sofa either. Ropes were around my arms and legs, whoa, and held firmly against the frame of the chair. I couldn't move anything except my head. Oh, God.
先輩はどうしてこんなに解消がないのかというお話です。
私なんてそろそろ兄さんに押し倒されててもいい頃だと思ってたんだけど。
Oh, boy. Dude, everything about this scene, there is no face zoom-in that I could possibly do to make this better. Wait. Why is this happening again?
普通、酔った女の子がベッドの中でおっぱいを押し付けてきたら、もっと他にすることない？
Oh. Saki and Hirsaga nodded. When I looked around, I noticed Alice wasn't here. What was going on? Saki sat down on one of my knees and ran her hand along my cheek. Oh.
私は兄さんになら何をされてもいいのに。
Oh my God. Wait, Saki, are you still drunk?
私だって先輩になら初めての相手になってもらいたいんですよ。
What? The harem! It has begun! Hirsaga sat on my other knee. It was heavy having both of them on me. Actually, they were both small girls, so it wasn't really that heavy. But they were so soft. What are you? Press! Oh. Something soft pressed against the back of my head as arms came around me from behind. In this position, those were her breasts!
私を選んでくれたら満足するまでいろんなことをしてもいいのよ。
Why? What is this? Was I having a weird dream because I fell asleep in a similar situation? Calm down. If this isn't the real them, then there's no problem. Oh. See, now, that's the official face zoom in. But I want to figure out why. What? I could not show that entire scene, and it was a long one. It was them it was pretty much the same usual stuff of, oh, Toru, you haven't picked anyone yet. Why are you doing this? Why we could all just, can you love someone and can you not have sex with someone unless you love them? Alice showed up and it started doing penis things. It was all crazy. It was all insane. And you won't see it unless you actually get the game for yourself because... Dude, I couldn't even face zoom in. I couldn't even do anything. There was nothing I could do. It was over. Age restriction. Whoop whoop. Ah! When I sprang awake, I ended up falling off the bed. I was probably also closer to the edge than usual, in more ways than one. Something was off, though I'd just woken up. Something about my throat felt strange. Maybe it was from yesterday's alcohol? Oh. You all did dream things to me. Or maybe that was just an actual, dream, not them actually being in the dream, but it might have been, it was a dream! Seeming to have woken up by my scream, I could hear Club Prez and the others starting to stir as well. I had fallen off the opposite side of the bed, so I couldn't see them. Oh, I just had a bad dream. No. Dream? Why? Huh? Why did I fall? Unable to remember why I screamed, I sat up. Maybe I had slept in an awkward position. My body felt heavy and weak. Oh, she's clothed. It's all like you weren't dreaming. Wait, you were. Nope. Morning, Saki. There was really was something wrong with my throat. Saki was frozen and looked at me with a surprised expression on her face. It was hard getting used to having Saki there when I woke up, but not having her put on my glasses. I couldn't have her put them on in the dream, so I didn't mind. Saki, you're still in your pajamas, so be careful not to catch a cold. Although the heater was on, it was still winter.
先輩なんですか？
Of course. Who else would it be? What are you guys talking about? The fuck's happening? What, we have like a little harem and you guys can't recognize me? A little orgy thing going on? That's what we did, basically. Not really. Okay, it was mostly hand and boob play. Alright? What a strange thing to ask. Maybe it was because I wasn't wearing my glasses, or maybe my hair was all messed up. I stood up and leaned against the bed. Ooh, when I fell off the bed, the futon had fallen on me too, so I pushed it up. Hirasaka was wearing that dress shirt again. I didn't think it was good for her to always wear that when she stayed at my place. All three of them were giving me a bewildered look. Ugh, what's wrong? Like, what's wrong with our throat? Huh? My voice still wasn't coming out right. Maybe it was dry from the heater? No, even taking that into account. Behind the other three, Alice was pointing at me, her mouth agape. Before I could ask what was wrong. Whoa, 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 whoa. Slow your fucking roll. Am I a girl now for some reason? Also, fuck this. We're bringing it on back, alright? We're gonna... A new girl? What was she talking about? Dude, what is happening in this game? Wait a second. Wait, I'm a girl now. Wait a second. What are you people talking about? There's no one here except the people who were here last night, right? Looking troubled, Club Prez picked up a hand mirror and held it up to me. If Saki, Club Prez, Hirasaka, and Alice were all standing in front of me, then... Oh my god, I am a girl. Why? Why did this happen? Was it because I couldn't, like, choose anyone yet? What is happening? I don't understand. I'm losing my damn mind. I'm losing it. Who is this? A girl was staring at me from inside the mirror. In other words... A girl with a face that looked all too familiar was staring at me through what should have been my face. What the shit, Blizzard? Dude. Ow. I just hit my fucking... Why? Why did this happen? Big breasts, thin arms and legs. Oh, I got big chest too. Oh, long hair throwing off the balance of my head. Even though it was my own body, I didn't feel like it. But things looked the same, meaning that my height hadn't changed. I can't explain. We had like a weird dream orgy, and then this happened. Alice gave me an annoyed look. We are an attractive woman. Trying to calm down, I was now sitting on the usual sofa drinking some tea that Hirasaka had made. I like how they're now showing us as a sprite because we're a woman. By the way, Club Prez, what are you thinking about? I thought she was thinking about why this had happened to me, but... Can I wear my normal stuff? She glared at me with an expression so serious that I don't think I've ever seen her have this before. By the way, I was still wearing the jersey I'd slept in. A while ago, when I'd gone to change clothes, because I wouldn't be able to go out anywhere like this, Club Prez had gotten mad at me. Everyone had changed except me. I felt really sloppy and uncomfortable in my pajamas. Also, while they were changing, I had been shoved into the bathroom. Wait, I'm a girl now. I'm one of you girls. Why are you not letting me see you guys dress? Oh, this game's fantastic. Utterly fantastic. Okay. Saki was sitting next to me and touching my cheeks as in an even more reserved way than usual. Not that she'd been particularly reserved in the first place. I was usually the reserved one. Unfortunately, it is me.
お姉さんになるのかな。
Funny joke.
兄を持った覚えはあっても姉を持った覚えはないんですけどね。
I don't remember ever changing into a girl or the reason why. So it's like they were just like, you want some more crazy shit? Here you go. Saki looked upset, but she seemed to think of something as she stared at me.
トールちゃん。
幼馴染だもんね。今のトールの方がその呼び方がしっくりくる。
I hope you guys are as fucking your brains are as crazy as mine is right now, because I'm like trying so hard to figure out and put together theories and shit, but I just can't. I just can't.
その顔、さっきからどこかで見たことあると思ったんですよ。
God damn it. Hirasaka peered at my face, seeming unusually interested.
誰もしかしたらトールじゃなくて他の人かもってこと？
No, it's... Wait a minute, hold on. Does it actually show my girl form? It does! Bruh, we're good.
いえ、先輩の妹さんです。こうしてると結構似てるんですね。
I mean, we resembled each other even before I was a girl. Yeah, well, we were siblings. If I become her big sister, then I guess I should resemble her. Perhaps thinking the same thing, Saki lightly almost said pinched my cheek with a complex expression on her face.
どうしたの、さきちゃん。トールが女の子になっちゃってショック？
I'm still shocked.
肌すべすべなんですよこの人。なんでいきなり女になっておいてこんな。
We need some analysis on the situation. Her fingers dug into my cheek. Her nails were almost digging into. Okay.
それ言ったらアリスもすべすべだけどね。この子たち揃ってその辺の気遣いないからこそ、むしろ肌が綺麗なのかしら。
When you don't do anything, you get...
人が普段からどんな苦労をしてると思ってるの？ まあ、この年で化粧に頼ってる方が少ないと思いますけど。
Apparently Hirasaka didn't use it either, because she puffed up her chest ever so slightly at Club Perez. Don't be so proud. The corners of Club Perez's mouth curled up in response. Well, I'd like to get dressed soon. Why can't I wear what I usually do?
仕草とかトールのままだからちっとも可愛くない。すごいズボラな女の子に見えるね。
Well, you know, I'm not used to this being a girl thing, so...
だからよ。この子、ブラの一つも持ってないでしょ？だけどいつまでも部屋に閉じ込めておくわけにはいかないのよね。
Oh, you're right. I don't have...
別にブラがなくても透けるような服を着なければいいんじゃないですか？長い間このままなら考えますけど。
Wear the normal underwear, you know, wear all sorts... Oh, God. This was Club Prez's chance to look proud.
普段はブラで押さえとかないと邪魔なのよ。ま、稽古には関係ない話だけど。
Damn! I felt that one. Hirasaka looked at Club Prez like a cat about to get in a fight. I'd best let them be. So, Alice, what are you doing? Alice had moved behind me and had her arms under my armpits to feel my breasts. God, my clothes were pulled up and the lower proportions of my breasts were exposed. I felt more disturbed than embarrassed. 84C。やっぱり少し体周りがさきちゃんより太いかも。 She just ray analysis to my breasts. This is awesome. What are you... Hey, that tickles. Don't touch me like that.
そのサイズだとブラだけでもって思ったけど、誰のもちょっと合わないわね。
Of course, I have to be the size that nobody else can help me with. I escaped from Alice's eyes and looked around with her eyes. Why am I escaping from her eyes? Her hands! And looked around with tears in my eyes. Jesus Christ. What? Wait, aren't you a C, Saki?
それをきちんと覚えてたのは偉いけど、今の兄さんとじゃアンダーが違うから無理よ。
Dear Lord. Band? I didn't understand bra sizes. I barely understand bra sizes. But was it not a matter of cup size?
私やアリスだとカップが余っちゃうし、結構もう両方問題外かしら。
Dude, Kaiko's getting roasted.
身も細いものですから。
No, you're a stick. Everyone else is thick, alright? Well, Hirasaka was the thinnest. Let's go. Well, if it comes to the point where I really need underwear, we can get some then. It doesn't seem like Alice wears them much anyway. Damn! Despite my honesty, the others all broke in whispers all around me.
やっぱり気づいてたのね。今まで全然言わなかったから、まさか気づいてないのかなと思ったこともあったんだけど。
I noticed all.
というか、蓮野さんの胸のサイズも把握してたみたいですし。
いや、それは私が兄さんに教えておいたもの。
Oh yeah, that's not because I found that out just randomly.
わざわざ教えるって、なんでそんなことしたの？
Because it's Saki?
困った顔する兄さんって可愛いんですよ。
Yup, see? Because exactly.
ちょっとトールがかわいそうかもって思っちゃった。
Please, I need all the sympathy. Because I have to deal with all four of you. And I'm a girl now. I don't know how. I don't know why. Magical dream bullshit. What? Who wished this? I would assume Alice, because she was talking the most during the crazy harem sexy time hand grabbing scene. But you know, hand grabbing.
いや、それは置いといて。アリスもブラしなさいよ。
いや、その苦しくて、あとあんま持ってないのよ。
Just put one on.
時々邪魔ですよね、あれ。
So I've heard. Saki and Club Prez gave Hirasaka a pitying look. I raised my hand and joined in the conversation. The matter of my bras aside, I just realized something terrible.
何？まさか女になった自分が美人でたまらないとか言い出すんじゃないわよね。
Well, I am very attractive as a woman, but, it's actually the opposite. Even after hearing you guys talking about underwear and bra sizes, I don't feel aroused at all. So has our... Oh my fucking god. Has our, preferences changed now? What is going on? What is happening, Blizzard? The four of them froze. I used to feel something when Saki clung to me or when I saw Club Prez's cleavage as she bent over, but right now it feels kinda normal. I wonder why. I laughed nervously as I broke into an uncomfortable sweat. I think this is pretty bad as a man, but what do you think?
大問題じゃない。
Yup, it's a problem now. Oh, Saki hurried back to my side. She sat on the sofa, taking my arm and looking up at me. She was super close, but that was it. It didn't feel much different than if I was hugging a stuffed animal or something. Maybe it was because I didn't have anything to physically react with, but I didn't want to think I'd become a girl in mind as well as body. That's what it sounds like it is. But I mean, you could be you'd still be lesbian and, you know, it's fine.
嘘ついてるんじゃなくて、これで私が、ほら、胸を揉んでもなんとも思わないとか試させようとかしてない？
Though we should probably do that to do more experimentations. I think if I did, I'd regret it to death when I went back to normal because I didn't enjoy it at the time. In other words, I didn't feel like touching them at all.
エッチな目をしないトールって、なんか新鮮だね。
Wow, I see how it is.
真人間ブローとして、それでもそれを隠しきれないのが先輩らしかったのに。
I think I'm starting to understand how you guys have viewed me until now. With a wry smile, I rubbed Saki's head, who was now sobbing, on my lap.
この余裕がある大人っぽいトールも悪くないと思っちゃったんだけど、ダメかしら。
ダメです。いくら真人間でも姉とは結婚できません。
Can we just talk about real quick? We're not even on a route yet, and it keeps getting crazier. Or are we on a route? Hold on. We're gonna. If it's like anything like, nope, it's not even on a route. Not even on a route. You can't marry a brother either. Apparently, it was a problem that my lewd behavior was gone now that I was a woman because Saki was getting confused. So, what should we do?
まあ先輩には今までお世話になりましたから、どうにかするのをお手伝いするのは構いません。
Well, what are you gonna do then?
というか、そのままだとトールも困るだろうしね。また変な夢の影響かな。
Oh yeah, another weird dream, huh? It's weird that they don't remember doing the thing. Doing what we did in the dream. Then again, that could have just been my dream that they weren't part of, but they were all in their dream clothes. What?
友達としてはこれでも私は結構いいかなって思うんだけど。
I don't mind as a friend, but there's one huge problem.
服とか困ったことなら相談に乗るし、その辺手伝うのはいいんだけど、何？
I just thought of what would happen if I stayed a girl, and when I imagined falling in love with a guy, a chill ran down my back. You know what? How's about I don't get with anybody? How's about guys or girls? I just become, what's that one word? Fuck, I don't remember. If I was a woman my whole life, then I wouldn't be able to fall in love with a guy. But I wouldn't be able to think about the girls in an erotic way either. And I had to spend my whole life that way. Oh, this is not the dream. I mean, not the dream that we're in now. I mean, the dream as in, like, the abstract concept of what it is to have the dream. I wanted to avoid that at all costs.
よかった。根っこは女好きの兄さんのままで本当によかった。
Well, I'm still the same person. Yeah, Saki. That's great that you're so relieved. But just remember this when I go back to normal, okay?
何？男に戻った後、私にどんなお仕置きをするっていうの？楽しみだわ。
Dear God, Saki. Aw, jeez. Aw, jeez. What are you expecting? And now isn't the time to make fun of me, is it? It's always the time.
まあ、トールも本気で困ってるみたいだし、ほっときはしないけど。
Why did this happen?
どうしたのトール？何か心当たりでもあるの？
Is it because, like, he's he couldn't, choose, I guess you could say, and, like, he's very wishy-washy, and, you know, how they were, at least during the orgy scene, I'd call it that, but that's not exactly what happened. They, were like, why don't you choose? Why are you so, playing with our hearts and this and that? Maybe because I, quote, played with their hearts. Even though I'm, in his mind he's not. Maybe this happened as, a punishment of some sort? But who would do that? Who would punish me? Who has the power to... No, we're good. I get the feeling I had some kind of dream. Yup. The commotion that had started since Christmas Eve was like the dreams we'd had until now. If we assume that dreams and reality had become intertwined, then a dream might be the cause of this situation.
どんな夢を見たのよ。起きた時に欲求不満かもとか言ってたじゃない。
Oh, it was the best dream, but also the worst. Come to think of it, I think you were all in it, or not? I think Alice was there. She eventually showed up there.
私が出てきてどうしてトールが女の子になるような夢になるの？
I don't know. I'm the one it was done to, and I think it was an erotic dream, but it also feels like it wasn't. Yeah, it had like a really weird spoopy aura, like some sort of weird ritual was happening. even though it didn't.
兄さんのエッチな望みが叶ってついに女の子になっちゃった。わけがわからないわ。
Saki, those aren't my desires. Stop it.
というか、どうして欲求不満で女の人になるんですか？
That's just the thing. You got a point.
もし欲求不満だって言うなら、私たちが先輩にベタ惚れで全裸で待ってるとかいう夢を見たって方がまだわかります。嫌ですけど。
That is not what happened. You were all begging. I got the feeling it was kind of that sort of dream, but the result turned out completely different. Now I was like this. Huh? I get the feeling you were all there, but am I the only one who remembers it? If no one else, I thought Alice would at least remember. Since it had been in that room, I thought maybe we had shared the dream, but everyone instantly got a sour look on their faces.
そういえば初夢にトールがいなかったわね。
あ、ちょっとずつ思い出してきた。そういえば兄さんはいなかったわ。
Did they all have a dream together, but I wasn't there, so what does that mean? What kind of dream did you have? Was it different from the dream I'd had?
ある意味、おめでたい夢って言っていいんでしょうか。とても思い出したくないんですけど。
Do you remember, Alice?
覚えてるよ。ほんと大変だったんだから。
Oh, okay, what happened? Even Alice remembered her dream. She looked exhausted.
噴火する富士山から逃げ回ってる間、人を襲ってくる鷹はいるわ、食べ物はないわで。
Okay, yeah, so they were having, you'd think maybe that they were all having their own dreams, or not own dreams, but like they had this dream or a dream or whatever, but I had this other dream that had the girls, but they weren't actually the girls or something, but they were. And number one, Fuji. Number two, Hawk. Was the punchline that that the food they finally found was eggplant?
その上、変な紫色の人にナスをぶつけられたら、弥生先輩と平坂さんがナスに変えられて。
What the fuck kind of... Yeah, so they were having their own dream while I was having mine. What is that? Isn't that ending strange?
そういえばそうだったわ。私がナスにされたのをバカにしてたら、ケイコもナスになったのよね。
What is this dream?
違います。私はハスノさんをかばったんです。
What kind of dream was it? You all had the same dream, didn't you? Which means the dream I'd had was different from everyone else's. So in other words, everyone in my dream wasn't real.
トールの夢は久々に一人だったと。それじゃあトールしかわからないわよね。
It was like it had been a good dream and a bad dream with people I did know and people I didn't know. And it was a fun erotic dream, except it was a scary dream that wasn't fun at all. Yeah, that's exactly what it felt like. As I worried about it, Club Prez took a comb out of her pouch and started brushing my hair. Oh, I like it. That's no good. Wait, Club Prez, what are you doing?
何にせよ、今のトールは女の子なんだから、外出るにしろ、身だしなみくらい整えないとダメでしょ？
I need to make you look beautiful, darling. Can't I just do a little bit?
よくない。一緒にいる他の子のことも考えなさい。
Yeah, I can't be the only girl who looks disheveled as fuck. She got mad at me. So I sighed and resigned myself to do as she said. What the actual fuck is happening? Oh, you know, my hair was combed and some skincare thing was put on my face. When I was having lip balm put on, I suddenly came to a realization. You don't normally reuse this stuff, right?
今さらリップの使い回し程度で何戸惑ってるのよ。それとも直接キスで塗ってほしいの？
Oh, that. Let's do it.
これ効率悪そうだよね。 まく塗れるの？
No, you can't. It doesn't work that way.
そういう問題じゃないですから。
Does not work that way. Saki emitted a strange aura. Next to her, Hirasaka peered into the pouch Club Prez had used to bring the makeup in. It seemed like she was interested, but it was hard for her to ask. I didn't know if Club Prez noticed that or not as she rubbed my cheeks and applied more. And when it was basically over, I was released and sunk into the sofa. I'm beautiful! It's finally over. Do girls do this every day?
ええ、そうよ。アリスさんと平坂さんはそうでもないみたいだけど。
物草でごめんね。
Alice is just, I'm just so lazy.
私でも化粧水くらいは使えますよ。
See, that's all you need. That's all you need. Club Press was really into makeup and stuff. Although she insisted that she didn't like going overboard with it.
というか、トールは女になってもやっぱり化粧映えするんだ。
I'm telling you, we're a gorgeous woman. What is it?
相変わらず素材はいいのよね。もったいないわ。
What was I supposed to do about that?
とりあえずこれから基礎メイクくらいは覚えなさい。
Oh, I don't wanna. I don't intend to be a girl for very long. I hope we're a girl forever.
これからずっと女だったらもっと本格的に教えるわよ。
I hope this is a thing that is for the rest of our life. Clip Prez replied with a genuine wariness.
どうしましょうか。兄さんって慣れてないだろうからスカートは無理ですし。
I mean, we could try it. I wouldn't mind.
しかも下に見えるのがトールのボクサーパンツだものね。見た方もがっかりするわ。
That would be amazing. Just so you know, I'm not wearing women's underwear, okay?
女の子でいる間くらい楽しめばいいのに。ま、こんなもんかしら。
I mean, we might have to wear women's underwear. We are a woman. Then again, we could just wear the same shit we've been wearing. With the makeup finally finished and my hair fully combed, I was finally let go.
背の高さは変わってないんですよね。
Looks like I'm taller than all of them, too. Seems like it. The relative height of Hirasaka's eyes as she looked up at me from the side of the sofa, or side sofa, side hadn't changed, so I was probably on the tall side for a girl. Yeah, looks like it. But my waist and arms and such had gotten thinner, and the weight on my chest and butt had changed. It felt weird.
スタイルが整ってるのは何かのサービスなのかしら。
I like how, you know, we change into a girl, everyone's kind of okay with it. Like, not freaking. I'd be freaking the fuck out super hard. Isn't that because I've taken care of myself on a regular basis? I did some weight training on the side, so I thought it might be thanks to that. Saki, however, gave me a dubious look.
夢なんだもの。真面目に相手にしたら負けよ。
The person with the best figure put a hand on Saki's shoulder to console her.
さすがに一番スタイルの維持に気を使ってる人は言うことの重みが違いますね。
Whew, damn.
気を使うほど肉がついてない子は苦労がわからないものね。
Everyone, they're just, I love when they throw fucking, as the kids would say, throw the shade at each other. Sparks immediately started flying between them. For some reason, they seemed more serious than usual. If this were a fight between cats, they'd be yowling and scratching 5 seconds after this. No fighting! Whether I'm fat or have breasts or not has nothing to do with you two.
まあ戻った後じゃない限りどうでもいいよね。
Even after I return to normal, it's my own business. Eh? Huh? Why was everyone giving me an exasperated look?
とりあえずクリスマスの時みたいに誰か巻き込んでるとかそういう大きな話でもないし、どうしたのかしら。
There doesn't seem to be any easy to understand endpoint either. Like it being over when the party ends? For Christmas, the following uproar, and in the dreams we had in the dream, there was always an obvious goal. With Christmas, once the party was over and the next day came, Christmas was over, obviously. But I was now a woman. What was I supposed to do about that? There was no easy answer to this. It had probably started with that dream I had, but since I couldn't remember it, I couldn't make out the goal.
まあ
don't. I bet you I'm gonna have to like, it's gonna come down to having to choose one of them. I feel like that's what it is. That's one way to think about it. But what if school starts and I'm still like this? The beginning of the third semester was only a week away.
今のうちにこんなものの制服手配しておこうかしら。
Better be on the safe side.
まあこの最近の状況を見ても別に先輩が女になってたところで問題はなさそうですけど。
Yeah, this'll just be counted as normal. Yeah, maybe you're right, but it's a big problem for me. Since we couldn't come up with a solution, all we could do was wait patiently. Do you have any theories or solutions, Club Prez? In times like these, it was best to rely on the smartest person in the room.
もしかしたらって程度でよければ浮かんでるけど。
Everyone looked at Club Prez in surprise.
見え張ってるわけじゃないですよね。
こんなとこで無駄な見え張ってどうするのよ。ただ今言ったけど予測も予測だからまだ言いたくないのよ。
What are you? What club? What Yayoi? What are you, like me? If I have not a concise enough theory, I don't say it. That's fine. Tell us anyway.
いやよ。
Okay. I guess this was what they called being blunt. Not. I hung my head.
いやーそこは意地悪して楽しむとこじゃないと思うんだけど。
意地悪で言ってるんじゃなくて、トールに言ったら意味がなくなることなの。人を何だと思ってるのかしら。
Exactly the kind of person you look like. And what did she mean by it would become meaningless if she told me? Just then, the doorbell rang. Oh God! I reached out my hand but hesitated to answer it with the intercom. Right now, even my voice was different. Oh God, what is going on? Oozing with resignation, Saki stood up and picked up the receiver.
はい。あれ高原さんどうしたんですか？いえ、みんな起きてますけど。
Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs. Oh, good, it's Takahara-san. If Tetsuya came to hang out in this situation, he would probably get weird and jealous and cause a commotion despite having a girlfriend. Forgetting my current predicament, I briskly walked into the entranceway and opened the door. I completely forgot about my situation for a moment as Club Prez and the others uttered an "Ah!" behind me.
内藤君はまた女の子を部屋に連れ込んで。
As soon as she saw my face, Takahara-san sighed. I was stupid enough to only notice just then. This is literally Wacky City over here.
なるほど。目を覚ましたら女になっていたと。
Yep. Dude, my brain needs to like calm down. I am having like it's just I don't understand. But I still love every second of it. I can't even. I need to reflect on my life and eat food and then reconvene later in a couple days when I play again and try to figure out exactly what could have happened. Sucks that I couldn't show you guys that scene because it was kind of creepy while being sexy at the same time, so couldn't really do anything about that, but the little bit I showed you could maybe tell you that. I don't know, man. I don't know. It's because, it sucks having to explain to you guys what happened in the scene before or after the fact, because I'd much rather show you guys, but, YouTube being YouTube, I even have to age restrict it, which means not everyone can watch it, but everyone's going to watch it anyway because no one fucking, it's just weird. I'm sorry, guys. It makes me feel bad, but, you got to do what you got to do, and What we gotta do is figure out what the fuck's going on!